Forget about joining the 1%. Personal finance expert Michelle Schroeder-Gardner is currently on track to become part of the arguably more prestigious 3.7% of Americans under 55 who have retired early. The 31-year-old digital nomad figured out a formula for saving a whopping 90% of her income and earning 7 figures so that she can quit working this year. If you're starting to come down with a massive bout of comparisonitis, hold on. I should also tell you that nearly half of all Americans haven't saved anything for retirement. So even if you're not on the road to kicking your feet up yet, you're not alone. But it's time to turn things around. As part of her blog, Making Sense of Sense, which gets over 300,000 readers per month, Schroeder-Gardner reveals the tips that she and her husband used to pay off $38,000 in student loans in just 7 months, maximize their income and, of course, quit the workforce. Knowing exactly how much money you owe and at what interest rate is key to financial independence. One friend of Michelle's thought she owed $34,000 in loans, but it was actually more than twice that, meaning she'd need to strategize harder to eliminate that debt. Not all debt is bad, but you need to figure out if your debt is holding you back in terms of both high interest fees as well as stress. Set aside an hour or two to sit down and look at those financial statements you've been ignoring. Before you say you have no free time, consider that Americans watch an average of 28 hours a week of television. If you could use half of that time to find a way to make extra money, that could help you put more money towards your retirement plan, investing, and more. Look for expenses that you don't really use that add up to a lot over the course of a year. Then cancel them and put that money towards your retirement savings. Think streaming services and subscription boxes. Also, comparison shop to find the best prices on recurring expenses such as car insurance, which most people overpay for. Michelle recently saved her mom more than $1,600 a year on car insurance by switching plans, and without losing any benefits. You can only cut your budget by so much. However, your income can grow by an endless amount if you find multiple ways to bring in money. You could start by renting out a room in your home, picking up a side hustle, dividend investing and more. Another bonus from diversifying your income. You won't have to worry as much about one of your income streams having a bad month or completely disappearing because you'll have others. From power grid outages in Texas to once-in-a-century pandemics, it's never been more important to have an emergency fund so that a medical misfortune or natural disaster doesn't destroy your finances. Having this money set aside can help you reach early retirement because you won't be forced to resort to taking on high interest rate debt to get by.